Something everyone should know about me is that I'm a super creative, like outgoing person, and I just like to make and create and show my true potential in the stuff that I do. I drew these tattoos. My mom drew this one. I have 7 of them. This one's the one that's she can move mountains type Bible verse, and then this one's the one that's he'll be with you through the hard waters, through the tough times. I kind of wish people ask me more often how I feel about things, how I'm doing, and how life is going, I guess.
I'm a breakdancing coder, so there's a lot of similarities between programming and dancing, because when you're a programmer, it's a lot about self-motivation and seeking out people that can help push yourself. But that's also the same when you're dancing, because it's an individual sport, but you only get better by finding people that are better than you, and it will help push you to the next level. And oftentimes you'll get stuck, or you'll hit a point where you can't go any farther, and you need to find people that can be a resource to you to get past that point, or look at it at a different angle, or use a different type of technique.
So when Robin Williams committed suicide in 2014, I thought about creating music that helps people going through the same thing. So it's called When the Going Gets Tough, and all the proceeds go to benefit suicide prevention. I think personally, everybody goes through that time in their lives when they have something that weighs them down a little bit, they get a little depressed, they have a rough patch. But personally, I haven't gone through the phases as drastically as some people have, up to the point that Robin Williams acted on it. But I do know certain people in my life that have gone up to the point of nearly committing suicide, or having debilitating side effects, I guess, kind of is the word, where it overwhelms them. And so that's what really inspired me to create the songs, to try and help people. Everything I do, I want to help someone better themselves. I struggle with? Believe it or not, I would say I'm acting confident right now, but confidence is really a big thing. If people just go out there and be themselves, so much more can be done, so much success can come from that. And so that's the thing that I'm really struggling with right now, is putting myself out there more, not worrying about what other people think. Smiling, everything, I can find the good in things. It's a beautiful day outside right now, but if it's not, I know that each day has a purpose, and whatever I can bring to that day, if I can bring happiness to the day, then I've succeeded. So smiling.
We met in 7th grade, technically. We didn't know each other that well then, but we got to know each other throughout school and dated at the end of high school. We went to prom together, and we dated throughout college, and we've moved around together, and now we got married, what was it, 2 years ago?
2 years ago
almost.
in June.
Now we've become adults together, and now we're here in Indianapolis.
We're just kind of following each other around as we finish our postgraduate degrees. I remember when I got engaged, it was when I was juniors in college?
Yeah.
And there was a lot of kind of negative feedback about it. It was a little weird. I think it was there's a lot of assumptions about oh, you must be really religious, which not that would be a bad thing, but it wasn't true. It was just that I was sure about what I wanted at that time. I never even wanted to really get married right away. I was once someone that wanted kids right away, so he kind of changed that for me, which is kind of a funny thing. Because we kind of had a hiatus our freshman year of college from each other. We're both maybe we shouldn't be high school sweethearts. I was kind of against that idea. I guess I had my own assumptions about that kind of person in my head before we did it, but then I ended up really missing him. Yeah.
My dad, he came up to me, and he was telling me how him and my mom wanted to get a divorce and kind of just kick him out of the house. That really upsetted me, and he was living on the streets for a little bit, and it brought him a lot of mental issues like depression and anxiety and things of that nature. And he's told me, well, now he's doing a lot better, but he's been close to committing suicide and things of that nature because of it. And
Yeah, but I'm glad to see that he's like back up on his feet and has a job. My dad was really, I always looked up to him. I always talked to him about like issues I was having. Like he was the one where I could just trust him. I didn't really like talking to my mom. She couldn't really understand because I don't know, it's just kind of a son to father thing, you know? It's kind of different.
A couple years ago, 2016, 2015, my brother got diagnosed with cancer in 2015, and then towards the end of the summer in 2015, he had overcame it, and then he started getting pain and stuff again, and we went back to the doctor and he had it back again, and so at that point they had to go to New York for a clinical trial, and then that just, it kept coming back and kept coming back, so then in early 2016 he passed away. Absolutely. We spend every day together, so it was great, and we tried to make the best out of the hospital, even though it's just a horrible place to be in, so every day we'd get in, we'd start playing games and stuff. We just had a good time. Well, just awareness about cancer and how we can help. Like childhood cancer, it only gets 3% of the entire United States budget towards cancer. So we are trying to work to get that up so that we can have more money for kids.